Brachiosaurus. You know what would be really cool? What? If we could make like the Three Musketeers, but with large sauropods. I mean, yeah, I guess that would be cool, but unfortunately, there's not another large sauropod for us to use. Yeah, that sucks. Maybe we can recruit like mamenchisaurus. There is no mamenchisaurus. There's no mamenchisaurus in this collection because, well, I actually don't know why. We just don't have a mamenchisaurus. Yeah, I wish we could have one.
Well, your wish is granted.
What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean?
I mean, I can make a mamenchisaurus appear.
What do you mean by that?
I am a magical Leoplorodon. What are you expecting?
Also, how did you get up here?
Did you not just hear me say I'm magic? But anyways, here he is coming.
Where did you come from?
I can't remember.
Okay. Well, I guess you're here now.
Yeah, I guess you're here now, I guess. Yay! Can I join your guys' group?
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, of course you can join.
Yippee!
Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be doing a review on a very large figure. The Jurassic World mamenchisaurus. So let's jump into this review. So first off, let's look at the box, which looks very nice. We have mamenchisaurus right here. Guys, well, you can see that this is a very large figure, and also you can see that there's someone on a motorcycle actually right here, right in between the mamenchisauruses. On the side, the picture kind of continues on this side, and then it kind of continues actually this side's angle, which is a vertical angle, which I'm not going to be able to get this on camera fully. But yeah, here it is. Maybe if I raise my camera a little bit more, yeah. Here's its packaging. It is a colossal figure. Let's get this guy out of the box. You can also see all the parts it comes in on the bottom of the box. So yeah, let's see how we're going to do this. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to damage this box, unfortunately, to actually get it out, but yeah. Very tricky. Let's see, maybe this side we can get it out. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that off camera, like cut this box open. I was finally able to get the packaging off of it, actually to kind of get it open. Slide this out. Gotta stand up this way. So yeah, we got it out of the packaging mostly. So here are all of our parts. First, we have this part of possibly the neck, or it could be the tail, I don't really know. Then we actually just get out these other parts, which there is another part of the part of the tail, I think. This is part of the tail, definitely. And here's another part of the tail, definitely. Now let's get this colossal body out of its packaging. Here's the mamenchisaurus' body, which is massive. And last but not least, here is the head and neck. If I can get it out of this little baggie. Its head is much smaller than I was expecting, especially compared to another one we'll compare it to later. But just to get close, we're going to have to review this in its pieces, actually, to get a good look at it. But yeah, it has nice articulation going up and down. And the mouth opens, because, yeah, this has much smaller head than I was expecting. And here's its neck, nice wrinkly detailing. Again, here's its head. Then, let's review. This is a part of its tail, which we'll actually clip that in right now anyways. Which, you just want to line that up there properly. Which I believe it's in, yeah. Here's its very long tail, which you'll probably see a little bit better when I actually attach it. But it just has nice brown hues throughout it, and a little bit of that marbling texture to give it a little bit more color. But it's a very long tail. And then let's connect its neck pieces together. If I can figure out how to do that. Yeah, but you gotta attach it slightly angled and twist it right into place. Then you have this long sauropod neck to show it with, and a very long tail. So let's actually put these pieces in. First, let's start with putting the tail in, which it goes into this back piece, and it's gonna have to go in on an angle again. Which I thought this rotated, or unless I put the tail in wrong. Or does it rotate? I'm very confused right now because as of now it's not moving properly. I'm going to try to get that figured out off camera real fast. Safe to say you probably shouldn't do what I did because the tail, I put it in wrong and it does not want to come back out. So I guess that's just how its tail is going to be now. But anyways, let's attach that neck. Let me make sure I attach this one on properly actually. Let's see. Which this should rotate at least. I can figure out how this goes in. It's not in. Let me put it in off camera. Putting it in actually wasn't that hard. Attaching the neck. So let's get a closer look in a second. This figure is so large I had to take it off my take my phone off my tripod to actually film it. But this thing is absolutely massive, and with its like tail, I think it goes at like kind of a weird angle now. But I can put it back up like that, which I don't know if it's supposed to go like that or if I put it in wrong, but. Oh well, here is its massively long neck, which the articulation can go up and down, which I'm going to put in my tripod to show it off. But anyways, yeah, this neck can go all the way down to here, that it can actually like put its head all the way to the ground, pretty much. And then it can go all the way up to about here. So it's looking very high up into the air. Then for the tail, which I think it's supposed to go side to side, but mine just kind of goes up and down at an angle slightly. See if I can even do it. So big. But yeah, again, I think it just goes, mine just kind of swings to an angle. But I'm actually not too mad about that, and the tail can go pretty high up and pretty far back down. Measuring this figure is going to be a bit tricky, but I'll try to do it. It would be nearly impossible for me to actually measure this like reasonably, but I can try my very best to do this. Which it measures in at about just over 4 feet. I'd say about 53 inches, and then in height to the hip, this figure measures in at about a foot, and with the neck all the way up. It measures in at about, if I can even get it up there on camera. But yeah, this thing measures in at about 25 inches in height, which is absolutely massive. Now let's actually compare it to a few things. So first, here's it compared to a human figure, which it absolutely dwarfs in size. Then next, let's compare it to the Ruthless Rampage Allosaurus, which again, it still completely dwarfs it in size. So yeah, now let's try to do, let's do it compared to a Papasaurus, I guess, why not? But yeah, there are those figures compared to it. Now let's compare it to another sauropod. So let's start with, here's it compared to my Ankylosaurus, which this thing absolutely, again, just dwarfs it in size. And now we get into the very hard to compare it to figures. Here's it compared to the Brachiosaurus. It is absolutely massive compared to it. The Brachiosaurus is taller than it with its neck all the way up, but mamenchisaurus is definitely longer. And again, I also kind of forgot to do the scan code, actually, which we'll do that later, because I have to turn this figure around to do that. The scan code for mamenchisaurus, because I completely and totally forgot about the scan code, so I'll throw this in there. And editing. So yeah, just again, here it is for anyone who wants to add it to the Jurassic Facts app. Next, let's compare it to the largest figure Mattel's ever made. Here's it compared to the Dreadnoughtus, which there, I put them tail to tail, and yeah, the Dreadnoughtus is the largest figure Mattel's ever made, bigger than even all the Super Colossal figures. And like the only way that there's ever going to be a figure bigger than this is if they do like an Argentinosaurus, which they're not going to do. Or maybe if they make a super colossal figure happen to be bigger than this guy. But yeah, this is a massive figure. Just absolutely massive. And I actually know the formation this guy is from, like, in real life. So I might compare it to a few creatures from that formation. I want to compare the heads real fast. Just last year I remember getting the Dreadnoughtus, like, its head was massive. But the Mamenchisaurus' head is really tiny, so yeah. Here is Mamenchisaurus just compared to a bunch of creatures from the formation, which I literally did a Prehistoric Terrors episode kind of circled around this formation, so it would have been nice to actually have this guy for the video, but oh well. Here they all are, though, compared to it. Which Mamenchisaurus absolutely dwarfs all of them. And I'm going to have room on my shelf, so oh well, I'll figure it out at some point. But anyways, for my final thoughts on this figure, it is wonderful. But again, for my final thoughts, this figure is one of the best Dino Tracker figures to come out. Which this is technically a Dino Tracker figure. It is, well, a Legacy Collection one, but still a Dino Tracker figure. And, well, I absolutely love this thing. And, yeah, it's probably the second best sauropod because, well, Dreadnoughtus is the best, of course, but this is the second best. I really do love Mamenchisaurus. This is my favorite creature in the Lost World, so I'm happy Mattel finally made a figure for this, since I actually keep on making concept art for this guy. But, yeah, this is a great figure, and also it's not ugly like the Apatosaurus, so, yeah. Hopefully Mattel doesn't make any more sauropods. The only thing, like, they have an excuse to make is, like, a better Apatosaurus that actually looks good. Besides that, there's really no excuse to make any other Jurassic World figure that are sauropods unless they appear in the film. Like, I guess they could do a Diplodocus, I guess, which would probably look like the minifigure one. And that's really the only thing I can think of that they would do. Possibly even a Giraffe Titan, though that's kind of a stretch. And we're probably going to get a bunch of Hammond Collection figures, like a Hammond Collection Mamenchisaurus and a Hammond Collection Dreadnoughtus at some point, and Apatosaurus, but I'm just happy with this one. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.